Well, we can just go. So, are you going to be staying with me, Dahang, for this?
Yeah.
Me and Dahang. So ZXX, you're going to take a breather. You're trapped. Is it like any movie you've seen?
No.
Oh. Just wanted to reference the situation. You seem to be really into your movies lately.
Yeah, I love The Room. It's the best, worst movie ever.
This is nothing like The Room, then.
No, it's not as bad. It's pretty bad, but it's definitely not as bad as The Room.
I did not.
It's very low budget. All right, so all right. Okay, cool. Vu's trying to get us to all do the centipede. H is stats. Okay, all right, guys, we're going to have to sit up close and do some commentary. And then it looks like we're already got these guys warming up. Are you okay over there?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I hate commentating when I'm not like engrossed into the whole thing. Maybe I'll pass the mic back for some... Stop trying to eat my ear, Vu. Vu's being removed.
You think we can get the map list written out, or see which ones are being played in what order?
Yeah, what are the maps? Come closer, Dahang. I want you. Can I have Dahang closer? Is that okay? Can you swap? Can you sit there and Dahang sit? No. Just like swap.
Oh, chairs.
Yeah. Swap chairs, and then you can. Dahang can be close, and then yeah. Oh, this is. Oh, Dahang.
Oh gosh.
Finally, 24 hours flight. So, what map's this?
This is Blood Run.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't played for a long, long time. I'll let them know when I'm ready, yes. I am controller.
Okay. DM13.
So, Kilson versus Kilson. Wait.
According to the menu.
Yeah. Hopefully. Oh, what is your next view button, you spastic level up TV?
Escape. You're on top.
Why can't I change? Oh, owned. Self-owned. Cool. Okay, great. So what do you think about the matchup? Kilson Strenx on ZTN, because that's what we really need to know before we get these guys ready and go into the Constellation Finals here at the DreamHack Kaspersky tournament. Ooh, it felt like I was coming back into something like riding a bike, that was.
Yeah, I mean, does it feel good? A little nostalgia?
Yeah. Yeah, so what do you think? Matchup. Where's the advantage? Who's taking it? Kilson's got the rail, but Strenx has...
The rail LG.
Got the rail LG. He's got more weapons available to be awesome with.
I think, I don't know, both these players have been like, you can just tell that they're really motivated. I mean, yeah, it's a Constellation Final, but you can tell that they wanted to show something here at DreamHack in general.
Yeah, definitely.
They've performed pretty well here.
Yeah, these are two of the most kind of motivated players that when you talk to at tournaments, they really seem like they've trained and they're here and they're dedicated to win. So let's get these guys going. I'm going to give them the ready, so they should be able to get this game on the way in a moment. And Dahang, anytime that you need to just... in-game sounds are apparently maybe a little bit loud, so S volume, S, or can you just change them on the thingy? I'll do it here. Don't ready, says Podge.
0.13
what?
or something.
You want it 0.13. Reconnect, let's not do that. 0.13. Pow. Hopefully that's better, guys. Do we want something to drink? Yeah, apple teeny would be fantastic.
And water with no bubbles.
I don't really want apple teeny.
Water. Not the bubbly kind.
Yeah, just water. Still, not bubbly as well. That's what they say to you in Sweden. They're like, when you ask for water, they're like, and they speak English, they say with no bubbles.
Yeah, I know.
Because they don't have a word for it. All right, cool. So these guys should be getting ready soon, and it looks like the admins, we have to ready, says Kilson on Strenx. So yeah, one rule: commentate with me. Just jump in when you want to.
All right.
Otherwise, I'll just end up talking too much, and everyone will be upset. So I won't have much of an insight. So let's just make sure that you tell us what's going on and what you see, and we'll flick around between the players at least to check on the stacks.
Still warming up. These guys have been warming up for quite some time.
Yeah, as you said, still a big game though here.
Yeah.
And accuracy-wise, Strenx doesn't seem to be bringing a high LG, but both of them are around like the 50 mark on the railguns, but it's just warm-up time. But it looks like they are going to be live here. So we're live at DreamHack. Consolation Finals, Kilson from Germany versus Strenx from France. And here comes the first spawns, and Kilson is going to get the LG Mega, and he's actually going to kind of pass the Mega Health just to try and do some extra damage. Now down to 25 HP, takes it, and I doubt there's going to be a rocket jump coming from Strenx because he's going to be a little bit too low. We'll have to take the top yellow, and that's definitely a great start for Kilson. Once he picks up this rocket launcher, he's then got to look out to where to find his opponent. Nice little kind of almost a move to trap his opponent there, but he knows that that yellow is next on rotation, and then he's probably going to bounce back round into the red armor room, and we'll have to see how Strenx is going to defend, and he's just going to eat a railgun, so he's out of the map for a good 30 seconds.
Yeah, and Kilson has pretty much full map lockdown right now. Strenx is going to have to wait for at least 30 seconds before he wants to try and engage.
Yeah, and also we're going to have to see if Strenx is going to hold on to a mega health timing, because he's so weak that he wouldn't even be able to see when that's pickup. And this is really going to give Kilson a huge advantage, and that's a nice first rocket launcher. Pushes Strenx away, but Kilson gets denied from chasing for the teleporter, but he's not done yet with the situation. Top yellow is spawning. Strenx would have collected that. Kilson could have a little time here as he waits around center. He knows that Strenx is going to be looking to cross, looking to try to fish for that mega time, and there he is. And Kilson has, definitely secured himself the mega, but he knows that Strenx will want to at least have some sort of presence, delay this, and have a chance of making a move at red. But there we go. He's too weak to make a move for red, so it really is Kilson that's got everything, on his advantage here. So he just needs the frag here.
Yeah, I mean, Strenx was very vulnerable there at the plasma room, but Kilson decided to get the red armor to increase his stack to 400, and so Strenx got away with, dodging a fight that could have easily came to him.
Yeah, and what's Kilson got not to let Strenx do? Is it just get that 200 armor? Is that something he cannot let happen? Because once Strenx gets 200 armor, sometimes he's just as dangerous as someone else on 400. Total.
Yeah, I mean,
oh wow,
this is big.
Yeah, Strenx actually makes the move for the mega, but good rockets from Kilson, and Strenx was putting some jumps into his dodge there, which basically allowed Kilson to get a flick, and you notice that Kilson was not flicked, so despite giving away the mega, he got the frag, and very important, he was able to pick up the red armor off the spawn. The only good thing for Strenx right now is, of course, that mega and red are going to be available at the same time. What do you foresee happening in this kind of predicament?
It looks like
Strenx.
Well, Strenx is going to have to be very careful with the Mega RA spawn. He doesn't want to. Here he comes for Mega.
Wow, Strenx is so risky. Not going to pay off. Kilson holds strong, and watch this again. And this is the worst thing to happen. Is like you putting yourself out there and then just getting destroyed. Because look, Kilson even knows that he can just chase a rocket launcher with a railgun to be able to switch and then get the kill. But what's the big thing so far is that Kilson, when he gets the kills at the mega, red armor is his.
Yes. And not only that, he was able to time them so that red armor spawns 4 seconds before mega, which it can easily be enough time to control both the big items. Yeah, but he's decided to drop down for mega, leaving RA available for Strenx.
Yeah, we'll see if Strenx is going to slow this one down. Kilson right now looking to bait, see if there's anything happening at red. There comes a nice railgun. Going to be looking for the second. Might even go through, and I think he's done that perfectly, but doesn't connect. And Strenx will get away with just 7 points of health. And, he's going to be happy to hold on to that much at the moment. I mean, he really needs to keep the... surely Kilson's going to come through, and there he is. Nice 90-degree turn with the rocket launcher. Gets himself the 4th, and he's going to be pretty safe for this red.
Big rocket.
And he's probably going to drop as well.
He can easily get this Mega 2 now.
That's his.
Strenx. That was the free frag.
Yeah, and I just heard a shout there from the PCs, I think. I think that was Strenx screaming out of frustration. Because right now, he hasn't looked close to even picking up a frag.
Yeah, I mean, the fights that he's engaged in, he's been at a huge disadvantage, and he didn't get lucky to come out on top either. So, I mean, Kilson has everything right now.
Where's the comeback going to come from? Next map?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, Strenx really needs to slow it down. He needs to stack on a couple yellows and shards.
Oh, there's a nice rocket, but unfortunately Kilson hitting all his as well. Going to pick up another frag. 51% rocket launcher. Going to connect with another rail, making that a 55% rail. Looking here to convert, and there it is, nice and easy. And the yellow armor wasn't taken. So at least Strenx will probably spawn low and maybe go to top yellow, but this is going to be bad if he does because Kilson's already taken it. So Kilson, if he goes to bottom yellow, it's pretty much, taken every single armor on the map. And right here, Strenx will, have to die for it just to make sure he takes it, but doesn't get away with his life. But this is great now for Strenx. This is the only time he's going to be able to come back.
Yes.
And there it is. And so 7 frags down. Mega spawning for him. Got a railgun. Needs to get to red. How possible is this? 5 minutes on the clock.
It's still very, very tough, but if he does some damage here and then he gets... Oh, very nice.
Insane. 2 great rails. Misses the last one. Maybe there wasn't even a shot there. I'm sure that health is gone now over to Kilson, but the bottom yellow will be to fight for. Strenx goes in. Nice LG. Wow. Fantastically, managed to, I would say dodge, but maybe Kilson missed those rockets, but that's really going to be a big thing for Strenx.
Yeah, he needs to get this red and drop down for Mega. I mean, 7 frags, he needs to just try this. Very nice.
Eat plasma. As
bad
Kilson
spawn
drops.
for Kilson, too. I mean, we have a game now. We really do.
Yeah.
5 frags, 4 minutes when with Strenx having pretty much full control.
Yeah,
he's
and
not overly stacked, but 200 with every gun.
Yeah, and that's the one thing about Strenx. Out of control, sometimes you just don't feel he's like impressive, but when he gets in control, he just turns into an absolute monster. He's completely different. So in control, we're going to have to see if Kilson can play a strong defensive game. Aim is really going to be a big factor to play a strong defense against these players. Kilson, his defensive railgun, very, very good. So I imagine he's going to be pulling out the railgun a lot. I'm pretty sure he's already got himself a rail. He's got himself most weapons, actually. And Strenx is going to try and find him over by the red. There he is. Strenx going to make some damage with the LG, but nothing overall, and that's brilliant.
I think he should go for the frag here. He's got him trapped.
Nope.
But yeah, he gave him space. And I mean, a map like ZTN, you really got to just... I mean, I personally would have went for the frag there because it's so hard to make up 5 frags versus a good opponent.
Yeah, and especially when they get an armor stack, you can't give them time to breathe. So maybe a little bit too cautious there from Strenx, but either way, he's pushing in for the kill here. And Kilson finding himself in a tough spot. Strenx going to rocket jump up. Kilson knew that was a rocket jump and not fake, but holds his ground. But wasting time is still good here.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, Strenx can get a yellow too, and then he should be able to get the red and Mega. He should get everything. So he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, and that's a nice pickup, and we'll have to see if Kilson is aware of how much armor Strenx has taken away so quickly. So far, Kilson has taken the lower yellow. He's not got any shards as they've been picked up by Strenx, so maybe he's moving around to the railgun area to pick up those shards, and I'm sure he's going to want them. There they are, so that's at least giving him a little bit of a boost, but nothing to compare against the 130, 150 Strenx, who will be finding Kilson shortly. Kilson probably heard him go and take the red. And I guess that Kilson's plan right now is don't engage. Just run for the last minute, 20 seconds.
I mean, he tried that like a minute and a half ago. He got caught at Mega, and it was an easy kill for Strenx. And then he was able to follow it up with another one by the rocket launcher. So now Kilson really needs to slow it down.
Yeah, lucky Strenx didn't make the jump forward to go aggressive there. He would have eaten a lot of LG, but still, Kilson is just buying time. He's got 2 minutes to hold on to the game, and Strenx has 2 minutes to find 4 frags, and already Kilson, going to be showing him, how hard this is going to be. There's a railgun exchange each, and Strenx is going to go down, hits another rail, probably going to follow in, switches to rocket launcher, and that's a good amount of damage, and there comes the kill, and I didn't think that was going to be as easy. I thought Kilson would have hit better rockets, but either way, it's Strenx that picks up the frag, and he now needs to chase. He needs to go aggressive. Even though he's only got 50, he knows where Kilson is. He's even been able to pick up a yellow. There's going to be a red for him, and after this, he's got about 20 seconds of just chasing Kilson around the map.
Yeah, I think Kilson overextended himself with that rail a little bit. There wasn't really a huge incentive to take that fight, and then he got pretty far, kind of toward the 25 health bubbles, so it made the frag kind of come easy for Strenx once he hit a couple rails.
Yeah, and Kilson having to rocket jump away from center, but Strenx finds him. One more railgun, surely. Kilson going through the TP, and Strenx knows he was heading towards the rocket launcher, and now he waits for the jump, and I think Kilson even hit that. And look at that, Kilson was, around that 95 health mark, so no armor to his name. And that's really where Strenx can capitalize. But Kilson with that defensive railgun, both of them one shot to kill, depending if Kilson had the health. But Strenx going to make the red armor happen for him, but misses the exit. And I'm pretty sure that right now, this is going to be GG.
Yeah,
this is going to be over.
Took the 50 bubble too.
And I mean, that's what I thought about Kilson. Like, he loves those defensive railguns.
Yeah.
Like, it really slows you down. And so that's he played that so fantastically. And it really slowed at Strenx. But I think you were right. One of the big moments was not making a move when he had his opponent trapped.
Yeah. It's just so hard to make a 6 or 7 frag deficit on this map that once you get the moment, you got to just do it. Otherwise, you're setting yourself up to lose by 3 or 4 most of the time.
Well, let's see if there's going to be a kill here. Kilson hits 2 big rockets, takes the yellow, and just runs away. And Strenx says, bad game. BG. Kilson says, yeah. Strenx says, for me. Well, it's obviously a bad game if you lose, Strenx, dumbass. All right, so, I mean, when you're going to say good game, like, what the hell? All right, so anyway, we're moving into second map, 1-0 already in favor of the German Kilson, representing ESC or ESC. I got told off by
key on your keyboard.
Yeah, which he pulled out in full swing there at the end. But of course, what was lacking there from Strenx for you? Just was it Kilson got too much momentum? Because we saw Strenx just throw away too many easy frags with no real backup plan if he died. You know.
Yeah, you can do that on a map like Hectic sometimes and Aerowalk even sometimes, but on ZTN it's really tough to just give up the frags and make up for it later on.
All right, and we're going into the second map. These guys are going to be ready here on Aerowalk. I'm Too Good, joined by DeHang for the Constellation Finals if you just tuned in on Level Up, and we're going to be going live and starting off. It is going to be Kilson that once again does get the Mega. He's also got himself the Railgun. And Strenx.
Yeah, he doesn't go. Oh yeah, of course. I'm dumb. I thought he didn't get red for some reason.
But he spawned.
Of course, yeah.
I didn't even know there's red on this map, dude. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, the Strenx is going to try and get set up for this red here, and Kilson, I mean, he's going to try and do some damage and get timing on it at least.
Yeah, he's got timing now. We definitely heard it picked up on 30, so that's going to be back soon, and he knows it, but pushed away. And this is a really good advantage now for Strenx. Hitting those shots and collecting the red definitely is going to secure him that Mega, and Kilson now slightly on the back foot, still playing that defensive game, the railgun game that he had last time, and he's just listening. You can hear the rocket jumps, you can hear Strenx moving around, and even though Strenx has made a lot of noise, that was a great kind of teleporter rail, and Kilson trying to fall down and make something happen at red, but doesn't fall down successfully, goes for the teleporter, and this is tough times for Kilson. Surely there's got to be a frag coming for Strenx here.
Yeah, Strenx is extremely strong on this map once he has control, like, because he hits everything, and you can't do anything to combat it, you know?
Yep, and there it is.
I was watching, I think it was a Zotac game, and Noctis was saying, like...
Oh,
wow.
Strenx pours out an air rocket as Kilson was flying towards the red, and that's the second frag of the game, and surely there's another. No, not even going to allow the frag. It comes in a first minus over for Kilson, and Strenx is just literally turned into a monster, and I wonder if he's going to say GG or good G after this, but either way, red armor up soon. That's what Strenx is going to challenge. Nice rocket jump up. And that rocket didn't do enough, and it's going to be Mega here to hit the hang.
Yeah, I mean, Kilson maybe can get lucky, no, and I mean, this is a huge battle for Kilson to climb up. 4 to -1 with pretty much nothing, and Strenx has everything, 300, all the weapons and position on this next red.
And a 60% railgun, I think it is, probably climbing towards a 70. So, yeah, definitely hard times for Kilson. But what's the comeback, mentality of this map? Is it fast paced? Is it slow? Is it sneaky? Is it, timing items? Where's he going to have to play his, strength?
I mean, you can hit 3 rails in a row. You can throw the nades on the Mega like now, and Strenx can goof up and hit a couple, and then Kilson maybe could get position on red, but...
So everything he's trying is pretty much not working, and a great rocket there, and he knows Kilson's so weak. Kilson's actually just having to run away, spam defensive rockets, and just hold on to whatever health he has, which is 69. And there we go, there's at least a green armor pickup for Kilson. But again, yeah, we have to see. He's now got the railgun for the first time of this spawn, so maybe he's going to be able to use that. But of course, he knows the Mega time, and this is what Kilson's looking for a chance to plant some damage, but actually backs away.
Yeah, it's pretty risky to even challenge here, because Strenx is so stacked, and Kilson's only 130.
Oh, he didn't even want to shoot the rocket to rocket jump, and that one, he's just going to add to the mountain that he has to climb to come back versus Strenx. But of course, we have to see. This map can be very fast on the turnaround. And there we go. Kilson just doesn't, gravity over Kilson this game, and non-working weapons.
That was kind of an interesting battle for both of them, but Strenx still looking really good, 100-100 when Kilson's not nearly as stacked. But Strenx is going to make the move and get position on this Mega. And I don't see Kilson, I don't see him doing much right here.
Yeah, and he's actually, well, that's a nice rocket, but he's still so hurt. And Strenx knows it. He was screaming before he went for the teleporter, so one railgun might have been able to finish him off, but Kilson stays hidden. to hold that 6 frag difference with 6 minutes on the clock. And of course, Mega, once again, the next item to fight for. Is Kilson going to be healthy enough? But every time he's trying to stack up, Strenx is just shutting him down, rail after rail, still hitting that kind of 50 percentage now, 56. And, you know, it's not even close here.
No,
But
I don't know. Kilson has good position on this red, and if he can get this red and maybe run to yellow, he's definitely not going to get Mega. And right now, he's just jumping up. Nice rail.
Nice. Yeah, great shot. Strenx gets the yellow. But at least Kilson got away with 100 armor.
But now,
so that makes
now
it very
Kilson
close.
has the position, though, for red. I mean, this is something he hasn't had for the first 5 minutes of the game. Nice rockets.
And Strenx thought he had the opportunity to get on position, but Kilson came through. Nice railgun. And Kilson going to make the jump again. Strenx looking for the railgun, and this is tense. This is Kilson's chance to come back in, and lucky for him, I think Strenx has let that one just walk away and
Kilson
gone to the
needs
Mega
for
way
this
too
Mega.
early. Yeah, that's a mistake by Strenx. I mean, too early on the Mega. Great play from Kilson. Strenx should have waited around that red armor until the second that Mega spawned. So that's it. That's the first mistake from Strenx, and I guess 5-0 with 5 minutes to go. It is very possible.
Oh, yeah. Because now Kilson has position on
There
the
it
red.
is.
Just got another frag, and Kilson has all the weapons, and he's just looking good right now.
Strenx.
Yeah, Strenx
Absolutely
got a
nothing.
bad spawn, but he does have a rail, so he can maybe peek rail and get this yellow. Nice move by Kilson. The silent drop down, and gets a rail off the spawn. So Kilson has full control now. And only a 3-point deficit. He can easily come back here.
Yeah, and Kilson will be able to bully Strenx off this red armor, even if he tries to defend it, which was not worth his life whatsoever.
No.
Kilson wasn't going to mess that one up, so Strenx again, you know, kind of taking that move from ZTN where he just gives away an easy frag, but of course he's now trying to push Kilson away, but he's got great timing on the items, picks up a yellow after the red, and there's a green armor as well, or 25 I should say. I don't like calling it green armor, I don't know why. And of course now, just chasing. Oh, nice double rail by Strenx. He hits a
3
third.
rails.
And will it matter? It's all about the spawn now. Is he going to be able to get the red? And yes,
It
he
did
is.
matter.
And that's it. That's a great chance for Strenx to maybe not allow this one to go 5-5.
Yeah, I mean, 3 rails, close distance. Those are tough shots, and Kilson kind of gave him those shots, but Strenx took them, and now they're both kind of like even right now.
Yeah, it's definitely even. This game is on 3 minutes 15 on the clock to go. We're pretty much, I would say, like a kind of a 0-0 game. These guys really going to have to battle out the next frag. Could be the most important of the whole map. And of course, if it goes to Kilson, that's a 5-5 tie, and that's his chance, you know, to pick this one up 2-0. But Strenx needs not to let that happen. So let's see if he can. Mega's already gone to Kilson. The 25 went to Strenx, and here comes this is the big chance for Strenx. Is Kilson going to try and defend? He does with Rocket, gets pushed down, and Strenx picks it up with 65 total health and armor. And there comes the red, and that's bad news for Kilson, because now he needs to make a conversion, not a conversion, but kind of a counter frag or some counter pressure before the Mega's up. Allowing Strenx to get Mega would
Nice
be devastating,
rockets.
and Kilson knows it, and he sets up a play for Mega. That was the item that he took prior to dying at red. He had the timing, and timing was everything in that fight to hang, and managed to make it a 6-5 game. Great play.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like after Strenx killed him at RA that Kilson would have another minute or two that he has to figure something out, and then he had a nice rocket kill while picking up the Mega, so he's back in it.
Back in it, and we've got both red and Mega spawning at the same time. Strenx going to get that yellow armor. Kilson knows the Mega time. He's got position, as the Hang said here, for the red. You're going to have to fight through Kilson to get to the red, but he's just going to back for the red, not going to challenge for the Mega. Probably a great move, because if you don't have successful rockets at the Mega, when you try and go for red, you're just going to get LG'd or railed off. So it's safer just to kind of exchange. Good exchange, and now Kilson wants the yellow. He wants more than Strenx will try and allow him, but he gets it and gets the 25. So I say definitely right now, Kilson is, you know, the player to make the next frag.
Yeah, he needs to move in for this red, or at least contest it, because and then you can get Mega right after.
And
Nice
here's the
rail.
railgun, goes back through. Mega spawning. I think Strenx might try and be sneaky
Yeah,
and
this is
actually
like
drop towards the Mega, because I don't think he's going to jump for the red. I think he's waiting to hear if he comes up and then go Mega, and that's exactly what Strenx was doing. So Kilson played that one brilliantly. He's now taking both the big items. 1 minute, 5 seconds on the clock. One frag to find. He just saw Strenx. He's playing it slow. He knows he's through this teleporter. And here he goes. He's going to find him on the other side, surely. He's going to be up by the red. One railgun to put some pressure on. Doesn't manage to hit it, and that would have been a crucial rail because that railgun would have made him like very kind of pushable, but he still holds his 100-100. Nice rocket.
But, I mean, it's not... Oh, the rail. That makes it a bigger deal than I anticipated.
There's the rail, at least, from Kilson. But Strenx now contemplating that red, not going to go for it. He needs the yellow. He needs the yellow
Kilson
badly.
moves in the yellow. This is going to be big trouble for Strenx. But nice rail.
Strenx is going to run this. He's going to try and run for 25 seconds.
And, I mean, now I think they're both kind of even, I would suspect. And Kilson, I mean, he has no choice. He has to force something.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
Strenx on the back foot, just needs to run. He's got another 10 seconds to do it. Kilson finds him, but misses the second rocket. Strenx dies through a couple of teleporters. Gets back. Oh, and he jumps to the mega. Kilson chases. Strenx hits him. But Kilson, with 88 seconds, puts us into overtime on the second map. But he's not healthy whatsoever. He gave everything to get that frag. And now he's given away the red, but he's got himself the yellow. Oh, and there's another railgun from Strenx. This railgun in the last minute has absolutely been crazy from Strenx. You know, so that's really, you know, at least helped him take that 6-6 game into a winnable situation. He did not die without doing a huge amount of damage. This game, once again, is all even. Probably slightly in favor now of obviously
Strenx is hugely stacked, and Kilson, all right, now he's doing a lot better. He got 75 more health, but yeah, I mean, Kilson needs to still be very defensive because Strenx is about 350, while Kilson's just 130. Red spawning, and Kilson can't really contest it right now.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he can jumps a rocket there from Strenx. Let's switch over to Strenx, though. He's the man that's going to make the kill happen. And he's the one hitting all the shots, so I'm not sure how confident Kilson's going to be feeling about getting at least, you know, a few strings of railguns onto his opponent, or rail slugs, sorry. But there you go, damage once again, all Kilson. Nothing. There's no all Strenx. There's no Kilson right now in the you know, topic of who's going to take the map. It's basically, can he force a second overtime? But Kilson dives forward, rocket to rail combo, but the rail missed. And Strenx will hold position on the red. Got to be a little bit careful as there comes a railgun into his side. And wow, and there comes a grenade as well. So both of these guys now doing some significant damage as we move into the final 25 seconds of the game. Are we going to see a double overtime? Kilson eats a bad rocket. He dodges, misses the air, and Strenx picks it up. And had the air rocket have hit, that could have been Kilson's. But he's still got 15 seconds to make something happen. He needs to rush. He needs to push Kilson, but you know, he's pushed Kilson away. Strenx away from the red. He comes in. Here comes the LG. 5 seconds down to 2, and it looks like the Frenchman will take the second map, and he's going to be forcing us into a third map here in the Constellation Finals. And I know whose voice is who from the tournament area, and that was definitely Kilson, screaming about the loss rather than Strenx happy about the win there, because I felt he should have hit that air rocket to hang. That air rocket was an easier one.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like a floater. I mean, he was just right there, 5 feet away or whatever, and missed it. That's basically why he lost.
Yeah, and that would have been the killing rocket for Kilson, securing him a third place, but not going to happen, and we're going to be moving into Lost World for our third and final matchup here. A 2-1 victory to either one of these players, and right now, Strenx, you know, seems to be the one that could make something happen, but we are going to be with Kilson from the spawn. And just before any action starts to hang, any predictions or anything you want to say about these two players on this map?
I mean, Strenx beat Rafa on this map, so...
Is it best of 5? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It is best of 5.
Fuck you, Zoo.
And but Kilson got the better of the starts, and because he's got LG and timing on the red and mega. But now Strenx is going to find an LG himself. But Kilson is not positioned for this red right now.
I did totally not coughing. Yeah, so best of 5, that's still more awesome. So thanks, Zoo. You're always correcting me. I love you. And yeah, I just did kind of jump in and commentate rather than jump in and know what the hell was going on. So sorry about that, guys. So anyway, I'm so excited. More maps is a good thing as we watch these two kind of slug it out for the first 50 seconds. And this is bad for Kilson. Doesn't have the LG out early enough, but does some significant damage. Goes down to Strenx' LG. And just unfortunate, you know, to run into each other and have the wrong weapon out there.
I mean, that was a very, very bad fight to pick because Strenx is overly stacked, and I mean, he has probably the best LG in Quake, and it just when you lose a frag and your opponent is still about 200, and now he can follow it up. Yeah, I mean, Strenx is 200 health with wow, some nice LG off the spawn. Pretty unfortunate for Kilson.
Yeah, 44%
because he's going to get the kill and then he's going to get a big item or two. So, I mean, it looks really good for Kilson.
Yeah,
right now.
Kilson spawned over at the Mega and he's just going to eat some more LG.
I mean, that's you don't really see that often, like 4 straight spawn frags on DM13.
No, but Strenx has got to be loving that. So 5-0, and his LG's definitely been the weapon of choice to pick up those frags, and he's used it pretty awesomely.
And Strenx is still really stacked. Kilson's going to have to really slow it down, just get shards and YAs.
We'll see if he can do that. So Strenx holding center, knows the Mega's up. Kilson pushes a little bit of plasma gun. There's a few bits of damage, but gets himself in the red. But how devastating is this going to be? No, not at all. He gets away, but Strenx is going to push him, and half of that red would have gone from all the damage. So Strenx is not going to be too concerned about picking a fight, but Kilson finds him with plasma, but Strenx knows he can get the kill, and Kilson surely got to go down. That was probably had a bit more health and armor than both I and Strenx fought there. I thought the kill would have come earlier. But there you go, there's the frag, and there's the red, so that's a big frag for Strenx.
Yeah, and I mean, Kilson's very limited here. He doesn't have a rocket, so he can't get high ground. And now that, I mean, that little LG cess was just kind of pointless right there. And the previous fight where he hit some really nice plasma. I mean, Strenx was like 300, and then Strenx was all this. Oh wait, 1 second. LG versus LG,
Yeah.
and well, still, it's no big deal for Strenx. But yeah, Kilson, he hit a lot of LG, and he just a lot of plasma, and didn't back out of the fight when he should have.
Oh, and I think that was either a direct rocket or just hit the wall behind him. But either way, a lot of damage onto Kilson. Yeah, he's lost all his armor. Now up to 57. So. He hasn't even got a rocket launcher. He hasn't been able to get center ground, and that's something that Strenx, you know, will know his advantage is. You can see him just holding that center.
If he can get away, oh, what a move.
Brilliant drop down. There comes the 7th frag of the game with just 3 minutes 30 past, and here comes the 8th.
I mean, that was such a strong move because Kilson didn't even have rockets, so he couldn't defend against a move like that because he can land on the red, be about 350 health or whatever Strenx was, and then just destroy Kilson because he was only 100 with 1 gun.
Yeah, a nice play from Strenx, not actually going for the 8th frag as I thought he might do. Decides to try and control the map, and it will probably work out better for him in the long run because he's able to take, you know, one of the yellows away and at least hold center ground.
And he's just waiting out. I mean, Kilson can get this next red,
That's
but
nice.
Strenx doesn't have much incentive to leave either right there.
Oh, and Strenx misses the first crucial rocket, and Kilson laying down some damage finally with his LG, and he's got position on red. Strenx drops, and the second shotgun blast, I'm not sure if it was fired off and hit, but either way, a lot of damage done, but Strenx does get the 8th frag. Kilson, you know, that was one of the best plays he's had so far. But still, no frag for the Germans. So.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that move. I mean, you're down 7 frags. If you get a moment where you can do a ton of damage, you should probably take it. Because, I mean, if you don't want to set yourself up to lose by a little. And I think Strenx was only, I don't know how much health he had. He probably only had like 20 to 30 health when he got that mega. So.
And of course, now I mean, looking at Kilson here, you know, Strenx controls the map with 5 minutes left. Kilson's probably going to have like what 1 or 2 chances the whole 5 minutes to get back in.
It's going to be extremely tough.
So he's really got to make something happen within the next 2 minutes just to open up the scoreboard. Otherwise, you know, it's really going to be game over. Of course, Kilson already picked a nice fight here with LG, and this is going to put Strenx away.
Wow. And
Strenx is going to back away, and that's exactly what Kilson needed. Needed to do some heavy damage. Nice rocket there as well from both players, but you know, more crucial for Kilson to hit his as he's going to hold position. Shouldn't back away.
Nice
Could
move
maybe
by Strenx.
have played for the mega and the red, but either way, brilliant play by Strenx. Dahang, as you said, picking up the mega, that's a big play for him, and that's really going to help him hold on to his 8 frag lead.
I mean, that was very smart. I mean, a lot of players might have just backed out and tried to get position on a Y because they know, Kilson's there, you're down 8-0, just played safe, but then the Mega just huge rockets.
Oh, wow. Kilson with 15 health makes that risk happen, makes the move pay off, and gets the 1 frag, but 7 to climb, 4 minutes to go. He is going to get the Mega. He does know when red armor is as well, I'm pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure he knew Strenx
very
had taken
vulnerable
it.
right there. Takes some pretty good LG damage. So, Kilson can get on this red, fight Strenx right here.
That's perfect. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get the kill out of the teleporter, but should be able to get the red.
Yeah, it was possible that Kilson might have been able to get a frag there, but unfortunately he wasn't able to close in. Strenx runs away. He's still doing some pretty good damage and maintaining control of the map. He needs to just figure something out real quickly, though. 7 frags in 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
He needs a frag real soon, and he needs some good spawns. This is going to be the frag, surely. Gets the rocket launcher out. Good weapon choice. And picks up the kill with 22 armor to his name. He's got a red spawning, but he's actually looking just to replenish the LG before the red. And I think that's a great move because that's something that he can actually push considerable damage on. So what do you think about just that kind of play there from Kilson?
I agree that he should go for that LG because he might have spawned there. And, Strenx isn't going to just drop down with machine gun and get red in this situation. So red was still available. But now he's trying to find Strenx here. Does some nice LG damage, but it looks like Strenx might be able to get away. If he drops this Mega, he's still very vulnerable to some damage.
Nice. That was worked out brilliantly for Kilson. Lucky for him, the shotgun didn't really connect. So right now, once again, replenishing the LG, knowing that Strenx probably not going to go for the red. Kilson kind of, leaving the map a little bit open to try and find that extra frag that he wanted off the spawn. Not going to get it this time, but with 5 frags of difference, still doable. And he knows that the 2 places he's probably going to find Strenx is either this yellow here or around it, or at the top there by the shotgun shard. So he does find him the second time. That should be a rocket because the rocket kill, as the second rocket was great.
And he heard Strenx spawn. He can try and get a spawn frag right here. Oh, and it doesn't work out for him. He could have easily, a fraction of a second early, have landed on that yellow and probably got the kill. But now Strenx has an LG in high position, so it's going to be that much harder to get a kill here.
Yeah, and Strenx, look at this. He's like, I don't want to die anymore.
Yeah. I think Strenx is going to try and move his way over to get a rocket, and oh no, use it as a bit risky.
Yeah,
and,
it looks like it's all about the running game right now for Strenx. And he probably doesn't want to show himself to his opponent, and that's a weird move as well. And I think he was safer where he was, not showing himself. 11 HP, jumps for red. He's probably been hurt, almost dies, and there comes the kill. Kilson makes it a free frag game, and right now Strenx has to be sweating because this is really when he can throw away the map, and Kilson, can take that 2-1 lead.
Oh, I just heard footsteps. Kilson knows that he's nearby. Just heard the shards. This is an easy frag for him.
One well-placed rocket, and that's a perfect rocket to cut off the exit. And he's heard the other spawn as well, and finds him. And there it is. There's the kill. Red armor's up. Needs to get there fast. Needs to make sure he secures this red, because if he does, chances are he's going to get himself on the Mega. And then we've got 1 frag to find for Kilson in, 40 seconds, and he knows he can find it. Nice pickup of the 25 before the Mega, making sure all that Mega goes to good use. And he knows the time on this yellow as well. He's going to wait for it. There it is. And now it's all about pushing Strenx off the map. Can Strenx run for 25 seconds here to hang?
That's all it's going to come down to is a chase and a run from both players. And Kilson decides not to chase. He gets another red. So, he finds him real close range. This should surely be a frag.
Oh, and Strenx gets electrocuted.
Oh, he might be able to just get another. It's kind of risky. 170.
Kilson's dropped. He knows. Yeah, Kilson now knows that he's going to push an overtime. Great overtime pushed. And there comes the 2 minutes more. Kilson gets the red as well. So 400 to Kilson. 175 over for Strenx. That shotgun hasn't worked out for him whatsoever. He's been missing that shotgun so much.
Yeah.
And what an epic comeback, though, from Kilson. I think Strenx positioning sometimes a tiny bit wrong, but the LG, that was the weapon that pushed.
Yeah, I mean, every single time that Kilson chased and needed that frag, it seemed like he placed the rockets perfectly or did so much LG damage that he was able to move in for the frag. So it's kind of unfortunate for Strenx. Like, I mean, he knows he needs to run, and then he takes the maximum damage because it's a predictable run. You know, it's like a straight line, and Kilson places the rockets perfectly.
Yeah, the one time he dropped to try and do something a bit cheeky with the shotgun on Mega, he ended up, you know, getting owned.
Yeah.
And there was nothing off the back of it because there was no damage. So, you know, I think he might have been better playing his aim a little bit more. But either way, we still find Kilson finding Strenx early, goes in, and this is a lot of damage over to Strenx with that LG. 74 health.
After he gets the 50 bubble.
Yeah. After the 50, yeah, so that's going to be ridiculously low. So Kilson knows he's, you know, still got that momentum, and that momentum's a big thing as we move into the final 45 seconds of the match. You know, even though it's an 8-8 game, it looks like Kilson, you know, is going to push and doesn't feel like he had the advantage. And that was a good reason because Strenx actually shot a rocket back. So jumping down there, Kilson probably with 8 rockets, right?
Yeah, I mean, if Kilson was a fraction of a second earlier and might have got some damage initially on the yellow.
And then being able to do it.
Yeah, but the fact that he wasn't there quick enough, he knew he needed to back off.
Whereas Strenx.
I think this is going to a double OT. It means, Strenx doesn't even want to risk going to that yellow. Understandably.
One delayed rocket, but Strenx has a problem now because if he runs out of rockets, he doesn't have too much of a defensive play. But this is definitely going into the second overtime here on Lost World in the Constellation Finals. 2 more minutes between Kilson from Germany, Strenx from France, and the winner of this will at least go 1 map advantage and 2, of course, map points to take the 3rd place here at the Kaspersky QL Live tournament.
And now Strenx, I mean, he has position for this yellow. He dodges the nade, and Strenx is looking a lot prettier than he was a couple minutes ago. So now Strenx can actually, you know, defend himself right now instead of always being on the run. He's going to take this LG fight. Huge fight for both of them.
Yeah, and Kilson's LG, 41%, but Strenx drops and he comes down with his back to Kilson, and Kilson's like, what are you doing? And just picks up a few nice rockets. Easy kill, 9-8, Strenx, you know, the thought was nice, but the execution just didn't go how he expected. And, you know, that's the thing about these close-range fights. One rocket can pretty much throw your whole, you know, idea off.
Your movement will be completely shut down, and then the next rocket's going to be extremely easy, and then, you know, you just, next thing you know, you're dead. So
yeah, but I think a double yellow for Strenx or either a red, because now he's got himself back up to 200. So really, it's all about Strenx. He goes into the Mega, he knows it up, and Kilson finds him with the LG, takes away the red, takes away half of his Mega. Here comes the fight, and it's good for both. But I think that last rocket was better for Kilson, as it really made Strenx think, like, do I jump and attack, or what do I do? And he's decided to back away, try and get the yellows. And I think that right now, Kilson has 30 seconds to hold on to 1 frag. He's got 56 health, but, you know, Kilson's defensive play has been stronger than Strenx's, you know, most of the games. And I wonder if it's going to be the same here. So here we go. 20
I mean,
seconds.
Kilson's in a kind of a standard spot where you, he's jumping forward, so risky.
Wrong time to jump forward, tries to delay, but
9
pushes.
health.
And this is surely going to be a frag. Kilson scared to run away. Strenx gets the kill. And talk about, you know, putting a foot wrong. And that was definitely a few feet wrong there from Kilson just to make that move forward down by the jump pad. And that's going to allow us for the 3rd overtime. And here comes the fight. Kilson picks up the health mid-fight. And wow, even though Strenx runs out of LG, picks up the kill. And there is the 10-9. And now it's all up to Kilson to come back. Double shotgun. But there's no triple, and Strenx makes it 2 frags the difference. Both yellows up on the spawn point, but Kilson knows he can challenge. He, you know, has a big advantage here. Strenx is in the corner of the map. He's not got much, you know, to play with. He's got a decent amount of weapons to his name, but no armor. But that was a great rocket, and that's going to send Kilson running. So, you know, great play there from Strenx, and this is going to make it, you know, the last 1 minute 20 seconds for Kilson very difficult, as he's just given away the Mega and the red armor. So that rocket to the face just put Kilson away.
Yeah, that just changed the percentage of him winning from, I mean, who knows, maybe 20% to about 5 just with that single rocket, even though there was still 2 minutes in overtime remaining. And now he gets another easy kill.
Yeah, and there
Kilson's
it is.
Already saying GG.
1 rocket can be everything here in Quake Live, and that's exactly what it is. As Kilson calls GG after not managing to get a frag back onto Strenx, and Strenx now with 3 frags of difference. 45 seconds on the clock. He's going to walk away with this one and go into the final map at match point. And that will be a 2-1 score. Best of 5, first of 3. And the next map, we'll have to see whose it is, but what a great map. 3 overtimes. Great play from both players with definitely Strenx and Kilson. The defensive play of both of these players is a little bit, it's a little bit like not as defensive as you'd like from someone like Cypher Cooler. But still, you know, they make the aggressiveness happen.
I do like the fact that they knew they need to get these frags. I mean, both players had moments where they needed frags, and they went for them. They weren't like just going for control with so little time. They needed frags. It was like urgent, and they were going for it, and it ended up working out. And for Kilson, that one little drop down and then the jump forward with only 130 health while Strenx teleported from red with a huge stack was basically what cost Kilson the game.
Yep, and that sums up then the third map. As we're going to be moving on to the fourth, and both of the times we've had these players ready up instantly for the next map. How do you think they're going to be handling the pressure now? I mean, this is a huge mental strain for both these players to hold, you know, their kind of composure playing, you know, 3 maps, but not just 3 maps that go into overtime.
Yeah.
So that, you know, the overtimes is what drains you
Yep.
as we move into the next map.
And Hectic, I mean, this is a map where you can't get carried away. You got to be very careful about the frags you give up. You got to make sure that if you give up frags, you gain something in exchange, like good position on a red or a very weak opponent, you can maybe finish them off. So, and with these guys' aim, I mean, I expect a lot of frags, especially since we saw so many on DM13. So, I don't know. Oh, it's Furious Heights. I thought it was going to be Hectic.
Yeah, well, it looks like Hectic will be the last map of the match, the best of 5 if we need it. But of course, Strenx can pick up the T7, and that will put him in that 3rd place finish. Another a medal finish for Strenx. He's had a few of those in his career through 2010. A very top placer, one of the best top placers in Europe. Yep. So let's see. As we go into the 4th map here on Furious Heights, Kilson versus Strenx. And off the spawn, someone's got the yellow, and that is going to be Kilson. So let's see where Strenx is. Gets the railgun, gets the red. Going to make that 150 armor after another yellow. And, you know, unfortunately for that spawn, he's really not being able to get center map early enough, and that could have been Kilson's advantage, but doesn't use it. And Strenx was lucky not to get destroyed there, but now he can use that railgun to defend himself. So Kilson, you know, could have had a nice start.
I mean, there was plenty of time for this red to show up, so Strenx is playing smart with the rail, but then takes...
Oh! Wow. Air rocket, 6 HP left on Kilson, picks up the frag after Strenx hits 2 railguns, and he's going to be going for the mega. Can he get it? No.
But he does a lot of damage, and he can get position on the... Oh, Strenx is being super fast, but taking tons of damage. If Kilson drops for this yellow and then gets a 25 health bubble, he's going to be really set up for this red.
Yeah, and I don't even think the 50 was available for Strenx. No, it wasn't, and there you go. Kilson gives him the stare of death, and that's going to put him 2-0 in the lead. So, you know, this time round, unlike some of the other games, you know, it's going to go in favor of Kilson. Well, certainly, I would say not the other games, but the last map, which was an 8-0 lead. Let's see if Kilson can dish out a similar punishment. Strenx doing the dance.
Yeah, just takes some rails and finishes them off with rockets. Oh, and he gets a bad spawn. Wow.
Wow. Pixel rail from Kilson.
So now Kilson has absolutely everything. A lead and a huge stack. Strenx is very limited. Close range rail.
Yeah, and surely this is a nice finish. And Kilson, look at the confidence. Going to go for the railgun. Doesn't even need to kind of push. Doesn't want to waste his LG ammo on Strenx. You know, he's like, I don't even need to waste this on you. I'm just going to pick out the frag with the railgun. There comes another with the rocket. 2 minutes gone with 5 frags already the advantage. Nice defensive rail for Strenx, but Kilson hits another railgun. That puts him up to 100% railgun. And that puts him up to 100% railgun after the railgun. Oh, wait, it didn't go up. But he's still 100%. But, awesome.
I mean, I thought Strenx's move was actually like a pretty good sacrifice because he died with the red. Oh, he gets the red again.
There it is.
Yeah.
Strenx makes the frag come back in his advantage. But this is tricky. There's nothing on the map available for both players, so really it's just a slugfest in the center. But Strenx does have that railgun, and he can use it.
Yeah, and
apparently. There it is.
And both, I mean, this is pretty much what I expected to see after the previous maps is just a lot of fighting and just crazy, you know, just back and forth, back and forth. Nice move by Strenx to do some damage before Kilson got that red.
Yep. Kilson will be back on that railgun though, and the yellow, but the railgun came in before the red armor, so he still should be aware that he's still got 150 armor.
Yeah.
So really, you know, Strenx has to be very careful, which is why he's anxiously looking at the entrances to that mega room. Nice of him to exchange rails, and what a railgun from Strenx. That's a very hard shot to make. And that's going to win him the red. So Strenx is like, boom, you know, I'm back in, you know, 6-2. I've got what I need.
And there's time to get into Mega. So, I mean, if Kilson wants to defend this, he's going to be at a disadvantage, even if he has position. Oh, but a good rail. And,
we said 100%. No, 81.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Disappointing. Nice railgun.
Strenx is still very stacked, even though he took several rails. So, yeah, he's got everything going for him right now. Kilson, and keep in mind, I mean, Kilson doesn't have a rail anymore, so that's been his main weapon. So Strenx might be able to keep pushing and get more frags pretty quickly.
Red and Mega going to be spawning together soon. Strenx, here's Kilson, makes the challenge. Great challenge there by Strenx. Really aggressive play, nicely done, and even going to want to take that 25 just before he picks up the red. He's going to be late, obviously, for this Mega, but should be able to push some damage. And instead, no, eats a good rocket from Kilson. But here you go, still trying to push his advantage, but Kilson, great dodging, great aggressive play, nice wall dodge there. Strenx missing those rockets, and that pretty much, you know, could open this red armor to Kilson, and that's what it could be doing. Strenx going to drop on it, but going to be pushed off. Does get back on it nicely, and he's going to be happy just to get the red and stay alive here.
Yeah, I mean, Strenx definitely came out on top there because he was able to pick up 175 health worth in items right there, while Kilson basically didn't do any damage. And now Strenx has position on this Mega, and Kilson still without a railgun, and he gets destroyed by those rockets.
Yeah, I think Kilson's going to be a bit disappointed he didn't hit the second rocket there onto Strenx when he fell down. Looked like he was going for a air rocket as Strenx was mid-air, but didn't manage to connect. Strenx went through the teleporter nicely and managed to pick up the Mega and the frag. So one frag the difference as we move into half-time here on Furious Heights. And Strenx has all the momentum, all the wind in his cells, and I guess that Kilson needs to find an answer. So let's see if he can get on the railgun. He has, so that could be a changing factor on the defense, but yeah, I'm not sure. And he got the red.
Yeah, big moment for Kilson to get the red. Strenx decided to not see which item that Kilson was waiting for, as both Mega and RA were spawning at the same time, and Kilson got a free red because of it. But a nice rail from Strenx, and he's going to pick up the yellow as well.
Nice counter rail.
Nice little, like, cute peak rail right there.
Strenx was aware of maybe a drop-down rush attack, but now for Strenx, I think he's going to be happy to kind of push this Mega. He knows he's got the 200 armor. There he goes through, loses half of it, though, as he takes a railgun, looking for the jump over. Kilson trying to push Kilson away, and Kilson doesn't want to go away. He is going to stay, hits the railgun, and now Kilson's the one that's going to make the move. And look at that, Strenx with the railgun out, getting pushed into the TP, and perfect timing from Kilson. Waits just a few moments before going through the teleporter, and he finds Strenx, you know, in the water.
Oh my goodness, is he going to get that other one?
Just disgustingly going to hit all the railgun shots. Oh, and unlucky for Strenx not connecting the third. That could have been like a rage moment for Kilson, and Kilson gets the frag. So extending the lead from 6-5 to 8-5 in a very short amount of time. What does Strenx need to do? Where's the window of opportunity? Obviously, he's got the red.
He just got red, and he's probably going to go get another rail again. Oh, he's going to come and engage here. Wow, he did at least 100 damage right there.
That's
and now
huge.
He needs to fall back, get the rail and the yellow. And that's what he's doing. This is very smart. Kilson, there's still 10 seconds.
Risky for Kilson.
Still 10 seconds before red spawns, so Kilson needs to be very careful here.
Yeah, risky for Kilson here, because he knows any amount of damage given to him, he's going to have to leave that room, and he now knows he cannot defend Mega. So he's waiting down low, waiting to see the entrance from Strenx. Going to try and hit some damage, but Strenx cuts him off. And that's brilliant play from Strenx. Doesn't allow the escape plan. And Strenx is going to bring us back to a 2-point game with just under 3 minutes to go, and that's going to make it a 1-point game. And look at this, even though Red's spawning, just looking to try and, extend his advantage, on the map, kind of make that a level game with 8-8, but brilliant play from Strenx. I love the fact that he was so quick to react to the railgun from Kilson with that perfect rocket. It just stopped him leaving.
I mean, Kilson was like about 150, and then that one rocket just bounced him out into the center of the room, which definitely is not what Kilson wanted. And then he was so vulnerable and weak that Strenx was able to finish him off. And then he got every item right after that as well. So.
And look at this. Kilson doesn't even want to go for the red. He knows he probably can't defend it. So nicely done to take the yellow. But he probably, he's risky just going up this jump pad right now, because this is exactly where Strenx is. But there's a good rocket from Kilson. Strenx is going to chase. Let's switch over to him, as he's the one that's got to hit the rockets. Goes LG to rocket, and Kilson gets away with his life. And this is great for Kilson, because look at the positions here. We've got red armor spawning, and Kilson's the guy ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, that worked out really bad for Strenx. I mean, it was a pretty high-risk situation. Oh, and he's going for it.
Oh, that could have been the move. Rocket jump off the archway to hit the first rocket, but got pushed back into the pillar and couldn't hit the second. And Kilson, I think with 18 points of health, picks up another frag, and that's going to be the 2-frag league. And I think Strenx, even though that was risky, it was risky brilliant. It was so brilliant, it wasn't even risky.
It was real. It was just so, you just do not expect that. So and it could have easily worked, because it's just so random, but it didn't. And but it really is it was in hindsight, it's Kilson was able to get a rail after the fight too, so now he's going to be using this like crazy, I bet.
Yeah. So right now, Strenx hits his rail back. They've exchanged one apiece. Mega's up, and look at that. Strenx wants not more than he can bite off, definitely, because he's managing to push Kilson around, and these railgun slugs are connecting, and certainly enough to make it plausible for a comeback here. Let's switch over to Strenx, and he's got the momentum. Here it is. He's going to push in for the kill. Hits the rocket. Going to get the LG, and surely this is going to be it. Has to dodge, but no.
8 health.
Kilson with 8 HP is most likely now going to put us into a final map. We are looking to go all 5 maps, and that could have been it. Brilliant play. There's a double railgun. Add, a little bit more insult. Well, this game, ... Come on.
Sums it up.
Say something, Kilson. Here we go. Kilson's typing. Oh, no, he's not. Type Kilson.
And it's interesting. Map 5 is going to be hectic, so I'm expecting an insane game from both players.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they've been playing this set has been very aggressive and very ambitious to get these frags. So
and
hectic suits that by far the most out of any map in the pool.
Yeah, we are down to just the combat map, the map where they both are going to have to outshine each other in their own kind of strengths, so to say, with a very similar playstyle. They've pretty much given us a great game here in the Constellation Finals. A 2-2 moving into hectic, and Kilson picking up the last one. I wouldn't even say probably is feeling good. I don't think any of them feel like this is theirs to win or lose. I think they both just want to win it, and we are going to go straight in. No time to waste it. 5 seconds until live. And here we go, Kilson versus Strenx, final map, and Kilson gets the rocket spawn, going to jump over to the red armor, but gets hit once and now twice by the railgun. And Strenx actually thought he could pick that up with a shotgun frag, but doesn't make it happen.
Yeah,
and
he could have easily connected with a third rail and tipped the frag, but then Kilson was able to get completely replenished with 225 health bubbles and a yellow. So, but a nice rail from Strenx, and he has position here.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 rails have hit now for Strenx, and red armor just spawning for him. He's going to have to find some health, though, before he manages to, maybe make a move for the Mega, but not going to be able to be given the chance. And Kilson takes the 50.
That was really strange,
weird,
because the 50 health bubble was sitting there available, and there was no risk to go and get it. But Strenx seemed to think about, well, he's like, what should I do right now? And then he's just wandering, really vulnerable to a rail, and then dies. But then Strenx comes back, and that's what you usually see on hectic. It's just back and forth, back and forth. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make sense sometimes.
Here we go. Strenx knows where Kilson is, looking to maybe line up a shot, and there's a great rocket. The 50 has gone, though, and I think he wasn't even sure if it was or wasn't, but he stood on it for a little bit, but now knows it definitely had been taken, knows that where Kilson is, How easy is he going to make this for Kilson to get away? Gets the red, and Kilson hits the rocket. No one's connecting with the railguns in the last kind of 20 seconds of combat, and that's really been the big weapon here between these players that's opened up the fragging. But it now looks like we might be slowing down on that 1-1 game, depending if Kilson can get himself on a good armor. But red is going to be tricky, so we expect, you know, an ambush on Strenx trying to get that red. So let's see.
But
Kilson
it's going to be very risky, and Kilson, yeah, he decides to just rail, which is probably the best thing, because Strenx was very stacked and in position. See, still 250 after taking the rail, so Kilson going really aggressive. He wants the port to get that mega, and he does without taking any damage, so that's a favorable situation for Kilson. Now let's see, this is going to be a really interesting RA fight. Both players are probably evenly matched here.
Yeah, Kilson gave away a little bit of position, but comes back in perfect time.
Wow.
And wow, despite the rain of rockets from Strenx. Oh, and it goes straight back afterwards. There is no chance to lift, and Strenx hits a rocket. Kilson hits a perfect railgun. Sorry, Kilson hits a perfect rocket. Strenx hits 2 perfect rails, and we're 3-2. And just like that, you know, both of them step it up a gear and just exchange the frags, and now the mega has been taken by Kilson. Strenx, oh, and he doesn't even make it to the red, and Kilson, he finally picks it up cleanly, and you know, now he's got a good footing on the map. Now he's got a good chance, and it's really you know, so close between these two. Strenx, you know, will have that railgun, misses the shot to try and challenge the yellow, and if Kilson can get away from here without getting hit, he knows he's going to be pushing Strenx around, and that's exactly what's happening.